EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Orbits of Oklahoma City taking on our home team. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
Get it!
The slot man in motion right. They begin with a run by Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again, because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
They go play action here on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play? And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards for number 11.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
In motion, Slayton. Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
On play action, they'll throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. First down, Howell to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From near the goal line, here's Howell. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Howell. Oh, Howell loses it. And this will be scooped up by the defense. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. Eluding the pressure right. On the right side, this is Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finds Dulcich out left side. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now they send a man in motion right. Miller. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Howell. And this one's incomplete. Trying to get that to Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. But you look at this defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions,
and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Fielded just inside the 20. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Bannican on 1st and 10. The determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Second and 10. Powell completing the quick throw out wide. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Powell out of the shotgun. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Al down to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Tigers are back within a score. Now Cade York for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now they'll change things up. They'll set up a throw. That's taken in by Dulcich. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Faking the handoff. Howell. He'll buy some time right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Second down throw for Howell. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now he'll look to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Touchdown! Darius Slayton, as the first half is winding down. And the Orbits would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
Put them in their place. Come on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll go play action. Howell. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Off play action. It's Howell. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now they go play action with Howell. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Howell. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Little bootleg here. Howell. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown. What a great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Tigers have got it back to within a score. York now for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Inside handoff now, Miller. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A first down carry now for Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen. And it sets up a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the...
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go. Let's get in that end zone.
Throwing here, Howell. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Howell, another throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And Howell will throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Now, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
2nd and 10, Howell. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That is caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams from 19 yards away. And the Tigers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time.
Laddie
take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, Slayton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a 1st down, but it's a big play to boot.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Howell. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Howell to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. He's back to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Make some noise! We're gonna do it! We got this! Here we go!
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Make the play here. Just be patient. Just take it to them.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. And they'll remain down by 2.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult. And that one proved to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost them the football game.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game,